updated the roster. You can tell it's a rich posture. Y'all gon' wanna spitting it proper. Next school I was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should've stopped you. It's Young Wonder and Young Weezy, man, these too easy. Different for every season, showing me they feel relaxed, it's like that therapy.
We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one.
And the start of a... homestand for them, and they have a chance, Kevin, to get some wins in front of the home fans before they get back out on the road.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Ingram. And he converts the layup.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Pass to Jokic. Can't hit that one. Good D by McCollum. Ingram outside. Here's McCollum. He's covered by Murray. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson with the bucket.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Okay, David, thanks. And here's McCollum after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear. A defense's nightmare.
Outside, Porter. And here's Jokic. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to McCollum. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And then Murray with... The jam.
It was like a seance out there as Jamal Murray had that ball in his hands and lured the defense to sleep.
Ingram right side. No good off the back of the rim. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets.
And Jokic signing a huge extension this offseason. Largest contract at the time it was signed. You knew it was coming, as he just means so much to the franchise, and that's the cost for a back-to-back MVP.
3 points.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Ooh, and I love that spread. That's Murray's bread and butter, stretching out the defense. It was way behind the arc.
To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. So both teams changing it up here. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Highland. Pass to Gordon. There's Brown with the 3. Here's Highland. Back to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Here's Alvarado. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Here's Highland. Nailed from three-point land. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what the healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
Here's Highland. And again, Denver with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Murphy. Back to Jones. This one for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here's Caldwell Pope. Now here's Gordon. Brown outside. Pass to Highland. For 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bounce pass, Nance. Now here is Murphy. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Now, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-6 run. Caldwell Pope outside. Brown outside. Right side, Gordon. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. In the corner, Nance with it. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Highland. And so it's Denver in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
5 on the clock. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Here's Smith. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Here's Murray. Here's Najee. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Porter. Pass to Valanciunas. Williamson with it. And it's McCollum in the corner. That three off the mark. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now Murray. He has 5. And it's Murray with the jam.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Wide open look here for Murray. Ingram with the steal. Valanciunas in the high post. Shot from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Murray, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And Jokic doing a better job as the years have gone on, just drawing more contact and getting to the line. And that's a good thing. He's an over 80% shooter there.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Here's Ingram. Here's the drive. Valanciunas. That shot off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And that one's good. Jokic. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier, get it to him often.
Steady as can be. Talk more, Brent, about what Jonas Valanciunas means to the game.
Truly the definition of consistency. Jonas Valanciunas averaging double-digit scoring for 11 straight seasons and a double-double the last 4. That's the epitome of a guy who does the dirty work and produces.
They kick it out to Green. 2 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trailed by 10. In the corner, it's Ingram. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Murray. Jokic a screen. Here's Green. Denver passing it around. Jokic with it. And Jokic slings it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Here's Alvarado. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Highland. Back to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Alvarado. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Pass to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jokic has got 11 points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Alvarado.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
I feel like Jokic could play with the baton out there because he's orchestrated.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here is Murray. Out left to the wing. Jokic inside. He can't hit that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that will be the middle game of this three-game homestand.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Ingram left side. No good on the shot. Good defense by Jokic. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Pelicans trail by 20. Williamson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And it's Ingram missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Valanciunas. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got 16 points.
Jokic out there playing a little bit of chess, found himself in the mid-range, and still made the play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ingram. And he gets it to go from the high post.
I'd like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. He's got 18.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. And Jones sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Nance. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10" wing.
First team foul. In for the Nuggets, Bruce Brown.
Outside, Green. Launches a three. Hyland misses. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Alvarado. The three. Hyland with the rebound. Brown outside. Now here's Green. Here's Hyland. 6 points for him. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Green missing. Pelicans really having a tough go here. Now here is Murphy. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Alvarado.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
They could use a bucket. And the Pelicans miss again. Denver leading by 22. Smith outside. Brown feeling it out a bit. Fades. Hyland's shot is good. Hyland's got his third basket of the night.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Pass to Smith. And here is Green. Lets the three fly. The Nuggets with another miss. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's McCollum. The shot from the low post is good. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Here's Hyland. 9 points in the game so far. The kick out to Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Denver in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ingram with it. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media, and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And here's Jokic after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep.
Some nights Jokic is patient where he plays the role of the setup man, but tonight he's setting his own table.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Murphy. Back to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Alvarado. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And so here is New Orleans. The Nuggets getting the bucket. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Corner shot. And it's Alvarado missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic a screen. Lots of room. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Jokic. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Back to Jokic. It's blocked. Williamson outside. And pinned down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Here's Murray up on top. Back to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Hayes with the steal. Williamson in the post. And that one is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Now Porter. Shot clock at 5. To the wing right side. Fades away. Outside for Murray. Pass to Jokic. With 1 on the clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Williamson with it. Defended by Gordon. Williamson left side. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, once Zion gets that close and it's a position that he likes, that backboard's going to be shaken.
Pass to Jokic. And it seems the play-in tournament is here to stay, Brent. Has it worked out as well as you expected?
I think it's been great, Kevin. One of the things that could be adjusted, though, is maybe if you're the 8th seed and you have a 10-game lead on the 10th seed, there should be no reason why they should be competing in the postseason tournament. So maybe they do something with regards to the records as to whether or not a team qualifies. But the way it stands now has created the kind of drama and competition that the league has craved.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
From deep, and he uses the glass on the layup.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
McCollum right side.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the game.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Murray right side. On the wing, Porter. With his first shot attempt. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Pelicans trailed by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
There's a minute left in the fourth. Here's Alvarado. Outside, Jones. Offline with his three. And here is Murray. Pass to Jordan. Outside for Murray. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Here's Alvarado. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. No good with the triple.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Second personal foul.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Jamal Murray sort of carrying the flag for Canada and all the great players who have infiltrated the league over the past couple seasons. He is a bucket getter.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Nuggets ball.
Ingram with the steal.
Blocking foul called on Jamal Murray. Second personal foul.
Ingram wide open. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.